This stage, the fetus can't feel anything.
Sorry to bother you, but they need an extra person in the back room. Are you free?
I saw it. It was like it was twisting and fighting for its life.
It wasn't scary. I mean, I never had any fear doing any of this. I mean, when it's the right thing to do, I think that's an empowering feeling. So I've never felt scared or fearful or worried. I don't know. That's probably part of my personality too, but it's just not something I ever worry about. We shouldn't be scared of telling the truth, no matter who we're exposing, no matter what truth we're exposing. Like, we should actually be more fearful to tuck that away and to not expose what we know to the public. I feel like that has far more serious ramifications than just coming out and being honest about who you are. You know what, there's gonna be all kinds of reasons that people are gonna come up with to try to discredit my story, to try to discount what's taken place in my life. I get it. I'm not trying to get rid of the denial in their life. If they want to deny that it happened, they're gonna look for some reason. I'm more interested in just planting seeds of truth and then letting those seeds grow throughout time. But we've already had, just in these really small screenings that we've done, we've already seen like people who've watched this show and have been like, I walked in pro-choice and I'm walking out pro-life. So look, I tell pro-choice all the time, like, if you're pro-choice, fine, go watch the movie. Email me. Tell me how terrible it is. Tell me how it's wrong. Tell me how it's not depicted accurately. That's fine with me. Like, I'm up for criticism. I've been doing this for 9 years. Like, nothing you say is gonna shock me. But at least go in and know what you're supporting. Because if you're going to support something, you need to be well educated on this topic. And nobody's going to be able to walk out of the theater and say, well, I just didn't know what was going on inside these clinics. You will know, and you'll still have the opportunity to decide if you're going to support that or not. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a strain for us in our marriage. He was, always pro-life, and I was working in an abortion clinic. But it was just something that we just knew. We knew how far we could go in conversation with it without it turning into like a big fight. And so that tension was always there. Like, don't talk too much about the, don't just ask how the day was. Don't, and just give a good, oh, it was good or it was okay, or you don't really talk about it really intimately, like the details of your job or your beliefs. But we were really polar opposites on pretty much every social issue. So that does create, tension and strain in the marriage. And so we also had to go through a time of healing after I left the clinic, just to go through and figure out how to re-strengthen our marriage and rebuild from that.